Hello everyone. I know it has been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I've made a video, and I wanted to pop in the car and say hi to everybody and see how you all are doing. It's actually Sunday when I'm recording this, and my husband and my kids are in the house and it's loud in there, so I wanted to come out to the car, but then I don't have a tripod or anything fit to my car, so I'm in the back seat, and I haven't been in the back seat for a while, so it feels kind of strange. It's kind of nice to be back here in the back seat, but I've been struggling with this tripod, and I've been trying to film this short film for about 15-20 minutes now, so I am going to put it out there. I'm going to say hi to everybody. For those of you who are new, my name is Bonnie, and I am a Christian homeschooling mom, and I have 2 kids that I homeschool. One's in high school and one is in elementary. So I just wanted to touch base with homeschooling with you all and to see where some of you were at, and just to see how home life is going. I know we are nearing the end of February and we're going into March, and this is where tensions start to really get high. Not just my own, but I've been seeing some other moms as well. And every year I have to ask myself and remind myself, why am I doing what I'm doing? If you're a homeschool mom, why are you homeschooling your children? And for us, the answers are always different. For me as a homeschool mom, I wanted to homeschool my kids because the public school, local school districts were not where I wanted them to be within standings and ratings. And just some of the things that are going on in schools right now, I didn't want my kids knowing about at a certain age. So I decided to homeschool them, and then I met a great homeschool community with CC and with other moms outside of CC as well. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to homeschool my kids is because we are a Christian family, and I wanted to implement that through our curriculum. And so I have to sometimes remind myself, why is it that I'm doing what I'm doing with my kids and with homeschooling? It's because I really wanted to bring God into them, into their curriculum, and into their hearts. And I thought that by having me as a homeschooling mom, that would help them with that. And I can see the benefits of that. And sometimes I think I kind of tend to forget that, and I focus too much on curriculum because the end of the year is coming, May is fast approaching, and now I'm like, well, are we going to be able to finish all of our curriculum? Are we going to be able to finish even close to all of our curriculum? I'm not going to even tell you what lesson I'm on right now. You do not want to know. But this year we're behind, and I'm telling my kids next year we're starting August 1st because we're just way too behind. But I am not going to worry about it. I think there's only been 1 or 2 years since I've been homeschooling preschool and up until I have a junior. There's only been, I think, 2 years that we've actually completed the whole curriculum. So I know it depends on what state you live in, how many lessons you're supposed to have. But if I count co-ops and all those outings and field trips, we're set. But as far as finishing the Abeka curriculum, my oldest has completed a lot more than my youngest has. So that's just something that I need to think about and plan better for the next year. But since Abeka, and I think sometimes Saxon and Sunlight and some of those other curriculums like Bob Jones, they do a review at the beginning to refresh the material. And a lot of that you don't cover at the end is review of your book too. And sometimes we'll just skip the review sections that they have in the book, especially if your kids are in elementary, they have review lessons. So I'll skip those to try to catch up with my youngest. And, I think everything is going to be okay because in the whole scheme of things, when I was in high school, I never ever finished anything. We never ever finished any books in high school for our textbooks that we used. And, I forget sometimes that God is in charge and He's watching over my family and your family. And we don't really need to worry about some things. We work as hard as we can. But what is the most important is loving our children and maturing their hearts towards a relationship with Christ, and my heart as well, and just enjoying the time that I have with my kids. So we went to COSI. We live in Ohio, so it's one of the best science museums there is. We got a COSI membership, and Titanic is coming if you guys are close. They're having a Titanic exhibit with some of the real artifacts from the Titanic that are there, and we're super excited about that. So I took a trip to COSI with them. I've done a couple of other things. We did donuts on Valentine's Day. We always take Valentine's Day off. So I'm feeling like we're getting back into this calmness right before the storm kind of thing. And with homeschooling now, since it's approaching March, now is the time to order the curriculum. If you're going to be using, I know Becca for sure, they always get behind and they always like sell out, or there's a wait list for some materials. So if you're using Becca, go ahead and do that soon, within the next week. And check your email, because they send out an email for 15% off of your next order. And that 15% is a huge amount, at least for me with 2 kids doing the DVD studies. It amounts to a lot. So if you don't have that code for the 15% off, some people say that you can call in and they will give it to you if you know about it. So if you're looking to order curriculum, you haven't done it yet, check. Okay, so I had some technical difficulties with this tripod and with the phone. Okay, so I was trying to say that I'm going to be uploading a video, maybe not this week, but next week, regarding ordering high school materials through Rebecca. I have a junior who's going to be going into sophomore, who's going to be going to junior year, and I will be going through the electives with him and seeing which ones he wants to take. And so we're getting down to the end of the we're getting down to the end of the barrel here with 2 more years left to go, and I'm not going to stress about it or worry about high school or any of that. And neither should you if we're doing our part. And I'm just trying to stay on top of things, then everything should be a-okay. But yeah, I've just been trying to relax a little bit more, take some time off to go on field trips and just enjoying spring's coming, enjoying the season that I have with the children in the moments that they are in. And just, you know, we've been sick a couple of times. My youngest was vomiting the other day. So it's just been like this hill, these ups and downs with homeschool. But we went to church this morning, and you know, the pastor said a lot of good things about God and his love for us, and you know, how as moms and as homeschool moms, sometimes we can think that that's all that we're capable of doing. I know people who homeschool their kids, who run businesses, who do a lot of different things. And for me, I just sit back like, I don't know if I can do any of that right now. I wish I could. You see other moms and other women, and you wish that you could do what they're doing. But for me in this moment, I think God just called me just to stay at home until he put something else on my plate, maybe just to stay at home and to be a homeschool mom. And that's all that I'm capable of doing right now. But the pastor that we said spoke about how we're really just homeschooling. We're like a homeschool mom, but really that's just our disguise. We think of it from a biblical perspective. We were really, he said, really ambassadors for Christ. We're really going out there and making disciples who will hopefully make more disciples. So we're not just moms. If you think of it in a spiritual context, we are here to show our children and to show those that we encounter the love of God and the forgiveness of God and the mercy of God and the joy of God and all those things. And if I'm not experiencing that, then that's a problem in my household. And we've got to get back to what really matters. And we sang that It Is Well With My Soul song today, just the original version, just the original hymn. And it just made me want to cry. I can't help but hold my hands up high to that song, because that is such a good song. And I was just thinking about the Bible and about, we went to the planetarium at COSI. And I think Zion said something like 1,200 Earths can fit inside Jupiter, some crazy statistic things that he knows. And I'm thinking, how small are we? 1,200 planets that we live on, 1,200 Earths can fit inside Jupiter. That just goes to show you, to me, it felt like how insignificantly small I am compared to such a great God. I think it's, what is that chapter in the Bible that says, Ecclesiastes, everything is meaningless, everything is just meaningless, and we are just but dust, and we're only here for a momentary time. And even though we're so small and so insignificant, like dust, God loves us so much. And it just made me think of how big God is, the expanse of God that we cannot fathom, the mind of God and the will and the love that he has for us as our Father. And it just blew me away. It just made me really humble myself and to think about, okay, I really need to start doing these daily devotionals again with myself and with my kids. Easter's around the corner. Let's go into the spiritual aspect of it, because that's what really matters. It's raising my kids to love God, to love other people, to love themselves. We live in a harsh world where even it's hard for you to love yourself or for their kids to love themselves. And so I am going to be uploading a video this week which shows you guys what Easter materials we're using. And I know we're the 40 days behind because Lent and all that has started, but there is no such thing as being behind when it comes to picking up the Bible and just sharing a couple of verses or reading a book. There's no such thing as being behind. So that's what I tell myself. I did get myself a Lent book this year, a new one. I'll show you my other Lent books in the video that I'm going to upload this week. This one, Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross. There's a really good song that my husband introduced me to. I forgot who sings it. I should upload it, but it's really good. Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross, Experiencing the Passion and Power of Easter, edited by Nancy Guthrie. And it has basically just a bunch of contributions from Charles Spurgeon, Martin Luther, Johnny Erickson Tada, Francis Schaeffer. It has a lot of Augustine, John MacArthur, Timothy Keller, Jonathan Edwards, John Piper, and some that I haven't even heard. And some classics in here. Just because I said a couple of these names doesn't mean I approve of all of these people. I probably have to go back and edit that. Not that I don't approve of them. It's just that some of these people I don't really like. John Calvin, I think he's a Calvinist. But we're not going to get into that in this video. Theology is something that I'm also interested in. But I think that they all love God. And they all want a relationship with God. And just going back and hearing what people have to say, this is more deep, more theological, and I just love to see what other people are writing about. This is, I need new glasses. The True Contemplation of the Cross of Martin Luther. Let us meditate on the Passion of Christ. And it just makes me think of, what do I have to crucify? What do I have to lay down? What sins do I need, and some habits that I need to break in order to be near to the cross? What do I need to crucify? What do I need to let go? What do I need just to stop thinking about? I can think about things I'm not supposed to think about all day, like how things should be right, how some things should be this way and how some things should be that way, how this person should stop doing this and this person should stop doing that. We live in a world that's full of self-absorption of self and of other people, and how other people are doing things and how other people are doing, raising their kids and homeschooling their kids, when that's not what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about absorbing all that we can and adoring the Father and Him alone. And I think I just really want to be able to make more videos for you guys. And I think for me in order to be doing that, I need to be more real. And I think I am. My videos are very real. I'm sitting in the back of my car. I try to make my videos as honest and real as possible, but I can go more real. And so I am just going to start uploading more videos. And I'm not going to have makeup on. I'm just going to do it in a real sporadic moment. So it's not going to be 2 weeks before you guys hear from me. So that is basically it. Look for a new video coming this week about my Easter stuff, Easter crafts for kids. I love Easter, big on Easter. So I'll upload it this week so that it's, if you want to go out and buy some of the items, you can. If you have this book, let me know. Let me know what you like about it. Let me know what Easter book that you're going to be doing. Let me know if you've already ordered your, my tripod's moving, your homeschool curriculum, because I have not. And I'm trying not to freak out about it. And, you know, everything's going to be okay because God is in control. So I just want to come on here and say hi. And I hope you all are doing. Thank you to my subscribers and to those of you who watch the videos. And I hope that these videos are helping you along the way with your homeschooling and your home life and you as a mom yourself. So hang in there with me. I'm here. If you want to leave me a comment and say hi, I respond quickly. I try to respond quickly to comments. And yeah, so thanks for listening and joining me. And God bless you and your families. And I will talk to you this coming week. So take care.